All right, happy day, whatever day it is. It's brisk fall morning here, and behind me, I just got a new Subaru 2019 Ascent, and essentially, here's why I regretted it before I even did it, right? I'll show you this car in another video, but this is just a broader thing that I have to share. So, Rob, why the instant regret? I mean, it's a new car, brand new, proper car. Well, I'm a big value guy, and even in reports, there is a looming new car crisis on the horizon in the US, at least, maybe globally. And you see the way Ford is scrapping most of their model line. They don't want to keep loading up new cars that nobody's going to end up buying. Why aren't people buying cars? Right? Like, doesn't make any sense. A lot of people like new cars. Well, simply the value isn't there. And I'll explain why in a second. But the reason we used to get new cars all the time is because A, people like new cars, but B, there has to be a value in a new car. And if a new car doesn't mean anything anymore, where a new car used to be a way to avoid the maintenance bills with used cars. Because like, oh yeah, after 3 years, thing just falls apart and becomes a piece of crap. Well, that's not really the case anymore. The cars in the last decade, even Ferraris, the 458, the LP 550s, the Huracans, these cars are so reliable that you don't have to really worry about them anymore. That you can genuinely get an R8 and you now have a supercar that doesn't have any real maintenance issues. And when you get to that point, there's no real reason to buy new. There's nothing like, ooh, I'm getting this. You're getting nonsense that, yeah, you can get the newest car with the newest nonsense, but that incremental, is it worth the amount that you're spending? Are you getting your values worth? And a lot of people are saying, no, you know what? I'm happy getting a used car. I'm happy leasing a used car. There's tons of used cars out there. And that's sort of hurting the new car market. And everyone's like, well, what's the next thing on the horizon? Great, you threw in Bluetooth. I got Bluetooth. I've got this. I've got that. And the automated features aren't really what people are looking for. Lane assist, oh, cool, yeah, I'm definitely going to sign up for lane assist. The reason I got the Subaru is not really anything important, but it was between the Subaru and the Volkswagen Atlas. My wife just wanted a 7-seater car, which is like getting a snowplow as an everyday car, just for the 3 or 4 times a year you may need it. That's how my wife was with the 7-seater. So now we have the Subaru Ascent, which to me doesn't matter. I think it's a better car than the Volkswagen Atlas, but reviews are always, depends who's getting paid. We'll get into the car another time. But ultimately, they advertised it for $330 something a month. And I was like, cool, $330 something a month. That was the absolute base model. My wife couldn't do the base model because it didn't even have heated seats and heated steering wheel. Let's be honest, those are a necessity. But I ended up getting the model just above that for $360 a month, which sounds pretty good, right? $360 a month, $5,300 down. Now, don't look at the down payment because it's annoying. You're like, oh, cool, $1,000 in dealer fees. What is a dealer fee? Oh, just a built-in profit that we just slap on every car. So we make the money on the car, then we make the money on the dealer fees. But you can't really do anything about that. When you start adding it up, and people don't really think about this, and this is why I regretted buying it, is because you're taking a car now that costs $39,000, $37,000, whatever, with incentives $35,000. My Volt was a $33,000 or $34,000 car, zero money down, $273 a month. So effectively, I'm paying, even if you round it up to $300 a month, I'm paying like $9,000 over 3 years to have the car out the door with taxes, title, tag, dealer fees, everything. And the Subaru, which only costs like $2,000 or $3,000 more, I'm paying double because I'm paying $5,300 up front. And $5,300 up front, you have to amortize it over the 3 years, plus $360 a month in payments. And you're like, wait a second, that's a lot. So I'm paying almost $18,000, or a little over $18,000 for a $38,000 car with a $23,000 residual. But it's really hard to stomach paying $600 plus a month for a sub $40,000 car. It doesn't make any sense. You can go to swap a lease and get one that somebody's already paid the bullshit on. You get I was looking $45,000 cars, $48,000 cars, Ford, Chevys with 7 passengers, and you can get them for like $370 a month, $340 a month, And that's with nothing down, or maybe a couple $100 for the swap lease fees. But there are much better ways to go about getting what you want. My wife, the argument that the guy at the dealer made, well, the safety features. I'm like, what is last year's model going to drive itself into a wall? No. I mean, at a certain point in time, you have to take responsibility for driving yourself and not just keep buying Band-Aids so you can be a shittier and shittier driver. Not that my wife's a bad driver, by the way. But ultimately, I don't think the car was worth $600 and change a month. It's deceptive that I'm only paying $360 something a month, but after the $5,300 down, it becomes a much larger number. So that's why I regret buying the Volkswagen Atlas, the Volkswagen, Jesus Christ. That's why I regret buying the Subaru Ascent. I will let you guys know. I'll keep you guys in the loop. I'll do another video about the car if it's worth reporting, because it does have the eyesight thing, which is pretty cool. But that was the point of today's video. Thank you for watching. I do regret it. I had to do it because I'm married and my wife wanted it, and it just wasn't worth the headache, and I'm going away on adventure drives today. But it was something that we needed a new car, because the Range Rover, bye, see you later, and this is a little bit bigger. So I will see you tomorrow, and we'll talk about more.